Everybody, Scott Carson here with your note term of the day. And today's term is, what is a POF? Now, a POF stands for proof of funds or proof of funding. This is a requirement that oftentimes you'll see when you're dealing with brokers. You won't necessarily have a bank ask for proof of funds on a one-off individual note unless it's at a larger trade, just say $500,000 or greater. Most sellers at banks, most asset managers, secondary marketing managers, when they've accepted a bid or they're giving you a tape or an asset to bid on, you come back and they accept your bid. They won't often ask for POF. They won't ask often for proof of funds. You do have a few institutions out there, as they're doing the due diligence on you as an entity, they may ask for proof of funds if you don't pass the smell test, if you don't look like you've closed deals or you don't have references or something is off about the lingo. One of the things about a POF is if a bank asks you that, that's okay. It does not have to be your account. One of the things that we have used to overcome that question, where we don't have the money in our account to prove that, is we utilize other POF or proof of funds from our different investors out there that we ask that people, they want to invest with us or do a variety of partnering with us in deals. We'll ask the funding partners to provide a proof of funds with a pledge letter, an email, an actual documents, pretty simple, talking about, hey, we are pledging the attached POF, the attached bank statement, quarterly statement, whatever it might be, is proof of funds. Now, a couple of things about proof of funds. If you do not have a bank statement from your lender, a letter from an attorney or an accountant for that investor will often suffice because an accountant may not want to release it. Also, we've gotten proof of funds letter from that individual investor's banker who outlines that such and such has been a client with a bank for so long and they have above this amount to invest with. Those are a couple of things to get around requiring a bank statement, a retirement account statement, 401k statement. Those are the kind of things that you often use for proof of funds. What you do not want to use is copies of checks, something that does not look, a screenshot. You want to try to get a full statement. I don't care, and most people won't care if the account number is blocked out. That's pretty normal, but make sure that the name or the entity matches up with the proof of funds letter if they're providing that to you. Very important proof of funds in a lot of cases. If you're dealing with somebody you understand and recognize and you closed deals with before for the same type of transaction, great. One of the big mistakes that we see made with note investors, if they're dealing with new people, they don't ask for a proof of funds letter or a proof of funds statement. They just take people at their word. And I get it, you want to take people at your word, but when you have investors or funders flake off at the last minute, a proof of funds letter, a proof of funds statement will solve and save your ass with it, that potential seller, because you have proof that you proved up that the buyer, the investor was good, and you have the pledge letter to go along with. So a POF is important. When we're selling an individual note, if it's to somebody new we've not dealt with, we will ask for proof of funds. This shows that you have the ability to close. And like I said, it doesn't have to be yours. If you're using somebody else's funds, OPM, that's totally fine. But a proof of funds, a POF, is often required to make sure that you can close and will close and go from there. It still allows you the due diligence time to find if there's something wrong, you can still walk away from the deal, but a POF will often secure that contract or that loan sale agreement.